Hey YouTube, Sam back at you again. I'm gonna read this story, and it's just a sad state of affairs what's going on in this world. And anyway, I'm gonna read this story and I'm gonna dig in it, and I'm definitely gonna give my opinion and my thoughts as we go through the story. Faith healer parents plead guilty in the death of baby after they chose prayer over medical help. I'm gonna let that sit there and resonate with you for a second. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe in the power of prayer. I do believe in prayer. I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, if you don't believe in it, I mean, that's you. I mean, I ain't going to judge you because you don't believe. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge you. However, what people don't understand is God has blessed thousands, hundreds of thousands of people to have the knowledge, the smart, and the wisdom to understand medicine, what it takes to heal people, what it takes to make people better. I mean, granted, I do have an issue with all of these pharmaceuticals that's out here in this world, all these drugs out here, but that's another video for another story. But anyway, and what I don't understand is if you pray, the God can help heal your child or you through the doctor. Doctors and nurses really have been here since the beginning of time. Let's get this clear. When you got sick, you call a healer. They weren't called doctors back then. They were called healers. They would give you medicine that they got from the earth. And yes, did they have apothecaries back then? Of course they did. Did they have people that practiced all kind of other stuff? Yes, they did. But they had healers that will heal you, make you better. But they also prayed. Let me read this story and then I'm gonna give my opinion. The parents of wait a minute, hold on now. The parents of an infant twin girl who died hours after her birth in 2017 pled guilty on Monday. Lord have mercy. So you tell me you didn't even allow this child to be born out the womb? The couple, Sarah Mitchell, 25, and Travis Lee Mitchell, 22. I know some of y'all probably saying 25 is a good age to get married and have kids. Let me tell you from somebody who is of age. At 25, you still trying to figure out what the fuck you trying, excuse me, Lord have mercy. 25, you still trying to figure out what the hell you trying to do with your life. I had my daughter at 22. I had no clue. Clueless. Clueless. If it wasn't by the grace of God, of my mom and my grandparents, I don't know how I would have made it. And that's real talk. My mother and my grandparents. Now, my mom is still alive and my grandmother's still alive. My grandfather gone on to glory. You know, he in heaven watching over us. I promise you he is. I know he is. But at 25 and 22, let me continue. They pled guilty to negligent homicide and criminal mistreatment in the death of their daughter, Jennifer Mitchell, according to the Associated Press. The two members of the Followers of Christ Church, a small religious group that rejects medical care in favor of faith healing. Do they not know that God worked through the doctors too? See, God give people free will, but he also give people common sense. But sometimes, somewhere along life journey, somebody came along and put their foot so far up these people's ass that common sense just left. I ain't trying to make funny or light of the damn situation, but when people ain't gonna get it. This is the second story where a parent has killed a child. I don't understand what's going on. Let me tell y'all something. There are a lot of people in this world that want children and can't have children. There are a lot of people who have children and don't even deserve to have a child, don't even deserve to be called a mother or a father. Sperm donor, that's about it. Baby carriers, that's all they are. They are baby carriers. They're not parents. Sperm donor and baby carriers, that's all they are. Sarah gave birth to another child, Jennifer's twin, Evelyn, who survived after a deputy medical examiner visiting the home because of the other baby's death noticed the still living twin who was struggling to breathe. Sarah did not know she was expecting twins or when she was due, as she did not have any prenatal care. Y'all are not living in the damn Stone Age. The court heard that after being born, the child struggled to breathe for a number of hours, and members of the church were instructed to pray or lay hands on the dying baby, but do not call 911. Evelyn and Jennifer were born in their grandparents' home on March the 5th of 2017. Jennifer died from complications of prematurity. The Mitchells each were sentenced to almost 7 years in prison with the credit of 13 months in custody while awaiting trial and credit for good behavior. I will be damned. Hell no. Let me back up. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. I don't give a damn if they planted a bed of roses around the entire damn prison and beautified the outside of that shit. Why you telling me so they only got 7 years in prison for the death of a baby? What about the other members of the church that was there that was in the grandma's house? I do not understand. So they got 7 years. They got a year knocked off for the 13 months they were in there. So now that's 6. Then they're going to get credit for good behavior. So they probably going to give them. So they really probably going to do 5 years. They probably total is 5 years, but I guarantee you they be out in 3. I will guarantee you they be out in 3 years. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to turn around and she's going to get pregnant again. And she's going to get custody of that other twin daughter back. Not only that, if CPS didn't take the child, but let me continue on. The Mitchells' lawyer read a statement aloud in court in which they acknowledged that they had failed to provide medical care for their children. Everyone in the church should always seek adequate medical care for our children, a part of a statement read. And it was signed by Jennifer's father, Walter White. Her grandfather, also named Walter White, founded the Oregon chapter of the church. The Oregonian reported. The Mitchells, Lord, that have mercy, they got in jail visits with their with their now 16-month-old daughter. So the courts ain't even stop them from being parents. I mean, so just to knock some sense in their head, they ain't stupid no more. She remains in foster care according to the newspaper. The church's members are no strangers to the court system, as Sarah Simmons' sister, Shannon Hickman, is also serving time for the death of her baby. You got a damn family of damn homicidal baby carriers. Let me continue. Shannon and her husband Dale are serving 6 years in prison each after being convicted of second-degree manslaughter after the death of their infant son in 2009. The boy body less than 9 hours after Shannon gave birth. Come on, man. You know you got to suck that. You got to get that suction. You got to suck that mucus out. You got to suck all that stuff out their mouth. You got to suck it out their nose so that breathing can come through. That's why, I mean, a lot of times people say, well, if you can smack them on the ass, that might be true. But you got to get that little blue valve, and they send that blue valve home because they know the baby going to be full of mucus and all that other stuff. The little blue valve, you put in their nose, you suck it out, you put it in both nostrils, you suck it out, and you put it down their throat, and you suck that out. Trust me, that baby going to scream. Not so much a scream, but do a loud cry as babies do when they're first born. Senior Deputy District Attorney Brian Brock told reporters the outcome was a landmark resolution. What the hell does that mean? These are senseless and avoidable deaths, and we keep asking ourselves, what will it take, Brock said, referring to what it might take to make the church members seek medical care for their kids, according to the outlet, which that is true. How many deaths of these babies is it going to take for y'all to realize you need to be having this baby in the hospital? Now, is there still such things as midwives? Yes, there are. Are there still things such as at-home natural births? Yes. People are getting into that now more so than going to the hospital, and they charging your ass $10, $12, $20,000 to have a baby. And they send you home in less than 24 hours, but they're going to charge your ass damn near $10,000. For real? For real. It's it's fleecing of America, if you ask me. But I digress on that subject. I'm just going to go ahead. I mean, I don't understand how this, you know what, I'm not even going to get into that. That's another topic for another video. But anyway, let me continue. There must have been a number of similar death cases involving this church. So this church don't do nothing but breed babies and kill them. They are using these babies as living sacrifices. I hope I stepped on some toes right about now. This is how I'm viewing it. My opinion. They are using these babies as living sacrifices. In 2008, 15-month-old Ava Worthington died at her parents' home of bronchial pneumonia and a blood infection. Well, damn. Her parents allegedly provided faith healing treatment but didn't seek medical treatment. Her father, Carl, was convicted of misdemeanor criminal mistreatment and sentenced to 2 months in jail. Raylene, the mother, was acquitted on all charges. Let me tell y'all something about all these so-called churches. And I'm going to say it exactly what it is, some of these so-called churches. There's nothing wrong with praying, believing, and having faith and hope and love. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what God is. God is love. God is everything positive. But how can you sit there and you just go through life and never go to a doctor? You don't believe in doctors. I don't understand why you don't believe in it. Do you think and some people might do that, you know, if they've had a death in the family and the person died while they were in the doctor's care, and you know, they might have that analogy. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm not playing devil's advocate or anything like that, but I'm just saying that right there, I mean, come on. So one child died. When the first child died, that would have been my clue. Like, no, we're not having no more babies unless somebody's getting medical care. But no, they done had several deaths of children. These babies are living sacrifices for these grown folk. I'm telling you. You listen to what I'm telling you. Let me finish. The same year, Raylene's 15-year-old brother died after falling ill from a urinary tract blockage. Lord have mercy. His parents said his son didn't want medical treatment. He's 15. How the hell he know what he want? And for you to sit up there and allow a 15-year-old to make that kind of damn decision, you just as crazy. So they treated him through prayer and faith healing. It didn't work. Both parents was convicted of criminally negligent homicide and given 16-month prison term. The paper said, why are these people getting less time? I don't understand. Is it because of the religion that they practice that they deserve less time? So if a Christian kill another Christian, will he get less time or she get less time because she a Christian? I mean, let me know. Will a Catholic? Well, I ain't. Because we already know they pedophiles. Hell, they can get away with rape and passing on girls from the age 5 or 10 HIV, and they don't get no time. They just go to another church and infect a whole nother damn congregation of kids. So let's not go there. And you ain't got to believe me about that story. Hell, go to my YouTube page. You'll see. Anyway, Oregon's chief medical examiner, Dr. Karen Gunson, previously told People that she has seen as many as 20 deaths from this church members over her 30-plus year career. Wow. So we can say a fraction, let's say a fourth of her deaths. I'm just going to put it out there because this is a small town. So out of her 30 years, a fourth or maybe half of her career has been doing these kids. They were teenagers, she said. They were small children. They were kids that were 10 or 12. There have been teenagers who have been under 18 but have made their own decision not to seek medical care. In the past several years, they had children who died from complications from natural diseases that could have been treated. Insulin-dependent diabetes, infections like pneumonia. They died of natural diseases. Some of them were immediately treatable. Lord have mercy. You ain't even want to treat your own children. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all keep on going to all these crazy churches with all this foolishness right here. I'm going to tell y'all right now, this shit right here ain't nothing but hell. Y'all going to hell with gasoline draws on and and you're on the slide. You on the mudslide, and y'all know mudslides go fast. Yeah, that whole church right there. I'm not condemning them because they believe. I'm condemning them because they have caused so many deaths from this one church. Really? But anyway, that's all I got. It's a sin and a shame. You got all these people in this one church that's having all these babies. She said the medical examiner said in her 30 years she's done 20 kids. So you got 20 kids that could have been successful entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, nurses. I mean, working for the city, working for the state, governors, senators, mayors, councilmen. They could have been anything great or good. And you didn't even allow that baby or these teenage kids to even have the opportunity to see what it is like. It's nothing wrong with believing, but when you just throw your faith and everything on somebody and you just hover over them and that's it, that's all they know, Lord have mercy. You send your child or your children up for failure. I promise you. You send your child or your children up. There's nothing wrong with loving your children. There's nothing wrong with teaching them and nurturing them. But don't coddle your children and don't be having them stand at home. You got children that's 30, 40, damn near 50 years old, still living at home with mama and then got the nerve to get mad because somebody ain't treating you like an adult. Hell no, I ain't gonna treat you like no damn adult. You living at home with mama. And you got a child of your own, and you living at home with mama and daddy like that's cute, and you bragging. Girl, I ain't got to pay no. Your credit should be damn 975. You should be in the top 1 percentile of having A++ credit. You should have at least $750,000 in the bank. If you 40 years old and you living at home with your mom and daddy, you ain't never had to really pay no mortgage, no rent, no light bill, no water bill, no cable bill, no car note, no car insurance, none of that shit. Your ass should be sitting on a lot of money. I know I'm hitting somebody's nerve right now, but if you 40, if you 30 something, 40 something, living at home with your mama, and you ain't got a chick nor a child, and you too lazy and trifling to get your own shit, shame on you. I don't give a damn. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to like me. It's the truth. And if you're a woman and you 20, 30, 40, you 25, 27, 30, almost 40 years old, you still living at home with mama, ain't no real man that's about his business, that got some substance to himself, gonna want no woman that's been living at home with mom and dad all her life because she ain't experienced shit. You don't know what it's like to get out here and have to pay a car note, mortgage, car insurance, cable, water, electric, gas, oh, your cell phone, oh, you gotta eat. You don't know what it's like to pay any of those things. Ain't no real man that's about his business gonna want to deal with a woman who still lives at home with mom and dad and she's in her 30s. He ain't gonna want to do it. Too much of a responsibility. She don't know what it's like to be on her own. First sign of an argument, she fussing, she ready to go back home. It's safer for her to be home. Y'all mamas that's calling y'all sons still got y'all grown ass damn sons up in the house. He driving around with a damn BMW or a Benz, or he driving a Range Rover or some fancy ass car, and he living at home with you or living in your basement. Shame on you. Shame on you and shame on him, because ain't no real woman that's about her business. Ain't ask any woman that's about her business, that's handling her business. Will she be with a man who's still living at home with his mom and he's over 30? Hell, he's over 25. No, because he's going to be looking for another mama. Not to mention the fact she will have to compete with his mama. And his mama will get in the way of that if she feels that this woman that he's supposed to like or love, whatever, is coming in between him and her. I've seen it. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all keep on calling y'all damn kids. I ain't mean to get off subject, but y'all keep calling y'all kids. Y'all gonna find out that you can't wait till they get 37, 38, and then you ready to put them out the house. Hell, they don't know shit. They ain't got no money for nothing. You done let them do what they want to do all these years. They ain't never saved no money for nothing. For what? They ain't had to pay no bills. They took their money, they blew it up. They ain't got shit. But anyway, that's all I got. Y'all like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. And to my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Big shout out to y'all. I mean, I appreciate your support. And y'all have a good rest of y'all evening. Peace.